What is classical education? Classical education is a system based on the methods of ancient Greek and Latin scholars, somewhat reformatted for modern children. This system focuses first on the trivium, which consists of grammar, logic, and rhetoric. Later, students study the quadrivium, which historically consists of arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. These are actually the foundation of what are called the liberal arts. Today's classical education teaches the trivium in grades K through 12 as methods rather than as subjects. Grammar is first, and this is applied to children generally between kindergarten and 5th grade, though it is sometimes split into a pre-grammar stage as well. The grammar section capitalizes on the immense absorptivity of young children, teaching them the foundations of Latin, mathematics, history, English grammar, science, and so on, through the use of songs, chants, poems, and repetition. The students may not fully understand many of the terms and concepts they are memorizing, but they are building a foundation that will be an invaluable resource for them later on in their studies. The second stage of the trivium is the logic, or dialectic stage. This stage takes place as children begin to transition from concrete to analytical thinking. They have learned what things are. Now they begin to ask how and why things are the way they are. Taking advantage of this, students now begin to study deductive and inductive reasoning, that is, formal and applied logic, in addition to their other studies. Naturally, at this age, students begin to question what they have been taught. The classical model takes advantage of this to teach students to think critically about what they have learned and reason through things for themselves. This stage is also called the dialectic stage, because it no longer involves the mere absorption of facts, but a great deal of dialogue and inquisition between teachers and students. The final stage is the rhetoric stage. This stage generally takes place in the high school years. At this point, students have mastered a great deal of information and have learned how to analyze and understand it. Now, as they continue their studies, they are taught additionally how to express themselves in a way that is both eloquent and comprehensible. Additionally, this age is when students begin to master abstract thinking. At this time, students begin to truly learn how to apply what it is that they are studying into all aspects of education. Lessons from history intermingle with economics, and concepts of logic intertwine with those of mathematics. This stage is designed to help students make the jump from practical to theoretical, and to fully learn to evaluate the world and express themselves accurately and rationally. In general, most classical schools today are strongly Christian and consider truth to be an unbendable concept. The entire system stems from the belief that truth can be learned and understood. Though certainly different in some ways from modern education, students of classical schools do remarkably well in their transition into adult life, and consider themselves well prepared to take on any challenges that life should offer them.